Advantage Athletic Therapy, personalized rehabilitation programs with a whole body approach. Enjoy the podcast.
Hi, Barb. How are you?
I'm great, Dave. How are you?
Good, good, good. Barb, healthy, well, and wise. It's another show. It's July 2026. Got your article the other day. Really liked it. Navigating and adjusting new chapters and lifestyles. And I thought about so many different areas when you're using your husband's retirement that's coming and your mom starting a new adventure. I thought that was really cool. And it reminded me how important it is in life to keep changing and growing.
Really is. It is. We stagnate very easily, and we can become complacent for a whole variety of different reasons. But it isn't because people are necessarily lazy. It's just that the fear of changes, exploring new things, new horizons, is very paralyzing for a lot of people. So even if the situation they're in isn't something that lights them up, or in many cases is just something they really should get themselves out of because there's a toxic level to it, they're just comfortable being unhappy in that knowing, as opposed to stepping into the unknown and finding and exploring within yourself that you do have the ability to embrace things beyond the world that you're living in. So we all live in the world, but we're not necessarily living in the world. It's this small little area that a lot of us are, and yes, people travel. That's a different thing altogether. But exploring the things that are beyond your comfort zone is something that, sometimes it happens because there's been a tragedy, the loss of a loved one, somebody's forced into those things. But when it's something that is more of your own volition, more voluntary, that's where people sometimes really get stuck and spin their wheels because they think, well, my situation's better than so and so's. It's not nearly as bad as this person. I wish it was more like this one, but I don't know how to get there. And yeah, so it's a funny thing. And then if health gets in the way, if somebody has any mobility challenges, financial challenges, mental health challenges, which is massive. So if there's any other challenge in there, along with that desire for something different, that unknown, moat around us can keep us stuck.
I greatly appreciate it too when you, in your first part of the article, you talk about your husband getting ready to retire. And I like the way you built it out as a positive, because I think a lot of people look at it, oh, I got to, my husband's retiring. You know what I mean? And you're looking forward to it. Both you guys are. And it's lovely to see that that's a positive aspect. It's another
Right.
step in your life and your journey, but you're both ready to embrace it. And I thought that was really, I think more people need to be like that when they're looking at these things.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, every relationship is different, right? Um, I know the caliber of the man I married 43 years ago. I know what he's capable of, and I know that in the job world, that in order to provide for our family and be the really awesome provider he has been, that there was some complacency in his choice for work, and it didn't light him up. He's amazing at his job. He's a you couldn't really ask for a better employee, but it didn't light him up. He works with good people. He's great at what he does, but he's so much looking forward to, and I'm so excited for him that he gets to step into this new chapter, in good health
Yep.
and with other interests. It's yeah, he went out and bought a used bandsaw, a used scroll saw. We've got I might not get my garage back this winter because it might be a workshop. That's okay. I am just, really, really excited for him. And I know all the way around, even though it's a scary adjustment.
Yeah.
You can speak to that as being, when you're the main breadwinner, that whole everything you've been building towards. And then suddenly you're starting to pick away at it to, for your later years in life. And so he really, spent about a year worrying about that, but he got over that in a real hurry. A lot of that was because, he sat down with spreadsheets and looked at the numbers and could confidently say, if this, then this. And, yeah, it is an adventure. Um, and support him completely in this new chapter of his life, and really glad that we get to navigate it together.
It's nice too that, like you said, he's already doing those things because he already understands what his next step is and what he wants to do, which is really cool. And the excitement is probably taking him
Mhm.
back to do, oh, I get to do this now, right? And I think that
Yes.
enjoyment in life is so critical.
Mhm.
It's important that you have that satisfaction, that self satisfaction with what you're doing in order to
Mhm.
keep moving forward, like you guys have been doing for the last 40 years. It's critical.
Yeah.
Um, and
Yeah.
and your mom's, like you said, your mom's going into a new situation as well, and you've got a lot
Yep.
going on this summer, and that to me is exciting too
There
because
is.
I think your mom's close to my mom's age, and you like to see
Mhm.
them to have opportunities to keep growing, right? If their health's good, keep doing it.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, she'll be 85 on October 1st. I'm really, really proud of her exploring this. It's in her case, there is a great deal of trepidation. She's going into things that she's never had to do before because of the loss of my dad and the situation that left her in. But, as a family, I, the last 6 years, I think we've done, what we can to nurture and support. But it's also time that she does take these steps while she's still very mobile, very active. And as I've talked with her a lot about is, because my sister's house is a four-level back split, there's no bedroom, no bathroom on that main level. So if she were to have a fall, then suddenly
Yeah.
we're in an emergency situation. So even though it's not critical that she leaves my sister's place, getting a place that's one level where she's in a great community where she can walk, be involved in activities while she has her mobility, it makes sense because you know, she'll be 18 minutes from us, 17 minutes from my brother. It works well because she's still nestled, she's still loved, she's still, going to have that family group around her, but she's also going to have something that she's been missing, and that's being in with people closer to her own age bracket. Because my sister's house is out in the country, and mom can't even go for a walk because it's a two-lane road with, maybe a foot of gravel on each side, and it's just not safe for her to walk out there. So these are things that she's expressed, but she's also really afraid. And so helping her navigate that gently, but also with her understanding why it's important that she does this now is it's a big deal, but I'm
Just
proud of
having
her.
her own space again too, right? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
like that freedom to come and go as she pleases. Like that's important. That's critical.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you still
Her
make your own
space.
choices. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. The TV at the volume that she wants. Eat, what she wants when she wants, not, you know,
Yeah.
what somebody else has, you know. And yeah, I mean, there's still the reliance factor. She doesn't drive. So, it's
Yeah.
getting her to the grocery stores and, helping with shopping and all of those things. But at the same time, she's also really, really excited about decorating with things that are actually intentionally chosen by her.
Hmm.
Um, and oh my gosh, like every time we've gone to visit this place, people have been next level friendly.
Yeah.
And
Good.
it's just, yeah, I love that for her. And there's a great little clubhouse there. And so I think, despite the heebie-jeebies she's got right now, I think this is going to be a really, really positive thing. I'm glad she's moving in at this time of year because people are outdoors more. She'll get to meet
Yeah.
more people. But yeah, it's a big change. And
Yeah,
because she has been doing so well physically and mentally, I think we're all a little nervous that there might be some decline just because she's almost 85. But I think that after that initial adjustment, she's really going to thrive in this environment.
it's funny because in both your cases in this article that you wrote, I think there's the key word for both people, that your husband and your mom, were excitement, right? It's exciting. And when
Yes.
you get to this stage that we're getting to, excitement's a good thing. It puts the fun back in it, right?
Oh, it's huge. There has to be some anticipation. There has to be some interest beyond just settling for, just because you're content doesn't mean you're necessarily happy and stimulated.
Right.
And to stay vital, to have quality of life, we do need interests. We do need things to align with the things that light us up inside. And that's up to us to recognize those things and to actually have the bravery to reach for them.
Well, we'll have to check back in maybe a year on this subject and see if your hair is crazy and you're like totally, totally
It's
stressed.
humid out. It's July. My hair is this far out anyway.
Good point.
It's
But
hard to get
I
through
just,
doorways some days.
this is just a
Oh,
great read for folks too that are, maybe at that stage in their life with retirement and other situation of trying where to spend the rest of their days or the next set of days somewhere. It's a great piece that you've written, and I really enjoyed it because it did
thank
it
you.
it reminded me of a lot of things too. That when you're as we age, we try to look for those opportunities that are going to fulfill us with the rest of our lives, things we can do that we enjoy. And you kind of
Yeah.
nailed it in both these cases. So great piece. Read that, folks, in the July Hub. Make sure you get it and read it. Thanks for doing this,
Okay.
Barb. Great topic.
Yes. You take care.